In this video, we'll discuss the SMS chat widget. This widget will enable agents to communicate with customers using text messaging. So let's take a look at what happens when an inbound text message is received. Similar to a queued call, an inbound text will also get assigned to a queue and alert an available agent. After the agent accepts the chat session, the agent's status will change to busy and indicate which queue is connected. The chat session will then show up in the SMS widget as seen here. The tab located at the top of the chat window will display the customer's phone number. Just under the number, there are three buttons: Close, Save, and Ban User. The Close button will end the chat and place the agent in wrap up, while the Save button will end the chat and immediately place the agent back in ready. If the Ban User button is selected, a pop-up will appear asking if you're sure you want to ban this user. If Yes is selected, the number listed will no longer be able to correspond with agents using the text message feature. To the right of the three buttons is the Requeue button and drop-down. This will enable the agent to requeue the contact to a different queue if needed. The agent would simply select a queue from the drop-down, then select Requeue. After the contact is requeued, the agent will no longer be connected to the chat session. Just under the three buttons is the chat window. This will display the conversation between the agent and the customer. The agent would enter a message in the response field under the chat window, then select Send. Now we'll move to the right side of the screen, which will display some additional details surrounding the customer. This section will have the contact name, contact number, and the direction of the message either in or out. This would show as out if the agent had initiated the text message, but currently shows in since the customer initiated the contact. From will display the number associated with the inbound message. Sent will display the date and time the text message entered the queue. The SMS key is a unique ID assigned to the chat session, and To will display the number associated with the queue. Here, an agent will be able to enter notes about the text session. In the lower portion of the text widget, an agent will be able to view previous contacts associated with a customer and access any canned responses set up by an admin. Let's start with the previous contact section. Here we are able to view the previous contact IDs associated with our current contact. We're also able to see which agent handled the chat session along with the date and time plus any notes that were entered. Now let's take a look at the last section labeled My Responses. Here we're able to see shortcuts that were set up and what messages will be sent if the shortcut is entered in the response field. Now we'll end our chat session, which will display another button labeled New SMS. When selected, an agent would enter a number and message to start a new text conversation. And that concludes this overview of the SMS chat widget.